Don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way. It is so fucked up that her record label is abusing her like this. Not only was she beaten by her boyfriend, but now her label is abusing her. You know, she's on national television, bearing her soul and personal details about her past to promote this shitty record that she just released. If you're a fan of mine or whatever, you'll know I'm a huge fan of Rihanna. I think she's one of the hottest girls on earth, and I just love her. I think she's amazing and gorgeous, and it's just a typical example of somebody who's beautiful and has talent, who, you know, when she was 16, she was swept away from a poor town in Barbados, and, you know, yeah, it's a great opportunity, but just look at what the labels are doing to her. I mean, they just chew her up and spit her out. It's really so sad, you know? She's just a beautiful, gorgeous woman, and for her to be treated like that, and for her personal life and those details about her life to be, like, just displayed like dirty laundry just to promote some half-assed record is just, it's just inexcusable. And it's just a typical example of why major labels, I just can't wait until they disappear, you know, and they're disappearing so fast. I mean, everybody out there, don't feel bad about stealing music from major labels. I mean, they have abused and, you know, tortured artists for almost 80 years. And because of the power of the internet, you know, they can't keep that secret anymore. I mean, look at my friend Adam from Owl City. They would not even let him admit that he knows me, because I have a quote-unquote bad image. You know, obviously, stealing is wrong, but if you steal from a thief, is that wrong? You know, you guys, independent musicians, like myself, you know, I make a living, or I try to, pretty meager living off of music, and so obviously the right thing to do is to buy it, but, you know, if you steal music from a major label, that's not really stealing. Especially that new Rihanna album, because, I mean, listen to the first single, The Wait Is Over. I mean, she sounds about as inspired as someone who gets to the front of the line at a DMV. And I just want to say to everybody out there that show your support for Rihanna. She's really a victim in this in more ways than one. I mean, she was beaten by Chris Brown, which, you know, everybody makes mistakes, everybody's human, and I think he should be forgiven, just like, you know, everyone should be forgiven if they learn from their mistakes. You know, I don't have really hate for anybody. I say a lot of shit, talk a lot of trash, and whatever, you know, but you guys know it's a joke. Like, come on, don't take that shit too serious. But, it's just horrible. I mean, it's like the minute her album gets released, she got this new video, and all of a sudden, she's like on 60 Minutes and national TV and talking about her abusive father, and just like, talk about a tragic instance of just corporate usury. And the demise of the major label cartel and the major label system will be the best thing that ever happened to music. Let's breathe the creative, innovative life back into music, you guys. And I know I make some songs that are for like a party vibe and shit, and fucking, yeah, you know, they might be a little bit repetitive, but honestly, when you're fucked up, drunk, you know, you don't want to have a lot of words. You know, oh snap, son. Whatever, you know, everybody likes those songs. But I think if that's the only thing you can do, you're not really a musician. I mean, listen to the rest of my album. There's some good shit on there, you guys. So I just thought I'd come on here and just say how much I feel for Rihanna right now, and how just I think anybody with a brain can see what's going on. You know, her publicist, you know, she's young, like she's like 19, 20 or something, you know, she probably doesn't know any better. Her parents, obviously, have no say in the matter. I mean, she's just all alone. She'll do anything that her publicist or her label tells her to do. And they're like, go on 60 Minutes and try and act heartfelt and tell them what happened, and she does it because, you know, she's under contract. I feel like it's just such a just despicable abuse of a person to, you know, squeeze every drop of profit out of their creativity during the lifetime of that artist, and then, you know, once they reach maturity, can them, move on, you know? I think everyone should voice their opinion, because, I mean, it's just such a cheap trick on behalf of the labels. And, you know, I have a tremendous amount of compassion for someone from a poor town in Barbados who sees dollar signs and opportunity, and they sign any contract that comes their way, and now, you know, like every artist that is chewed up and spat out by the major label system, she's starting to head down that downward slope. And I think everyone out there who's been touched by Rihanna's music and her voice, like I have, should voice your support, and at the very least let her label know that she's worth more than you know, the Chris Crocker treatment, the Maury Povich, oh, these are all my problems, here I is, just to promote that album like a cheap trick. So my love and support goes out to Rihanna, and I just think everyone should, you know, obviously everyone notices. You'd have to be a fucking shaved ape not to notice how she's being abused right now. But anyways, leave your opinions below, video responses, because this is just, it's an embarrassment. It's just a portrait of corporate greed.